when it comes to the quarterback Sunday against the 49ers, or if there is a change of foot when it comes to the New England Patriots.
Just go for it, man. Change it up. It's the worst that can happen.
What do the Patriots talk about when it comes to the quarterback, Greg, every week when we ask?
That
the plan.
There was a plan. Yes.
Right. I have an idea for a Tupac rejoin because the plan is to tell you that I understand.
All right.
You are appreciated.
Well, you know the famous quote by Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan.
Until you assume about us.
No, until you get punched in the face.
Until you get punched in the face, yeah. Well, I don't know. Listen, I mean, from the outside, you would look, I guess, at the Jacoby Brissett experiment and say it doesn't appear to be working, but Gerard Mayo is there every day, and so he may know differently.
Well, let's ask this simple question to the room, and if there are Washington football fans, Denver football fans, Chicago football fans out there, and say, by those guys playing, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, is it hurting their growth and development, or is it giving them
players' growth?
The players, or is it giving them the experience that they need to learn from some of the mistakes that they make, try to improve on those mistakes every week, and then when it's all said and done and the season's over and they go back to evaluate or kind of look at what they did, say, here's where I got to really work in the offseason to get better. I think that's all it's doing for organizations. It's just putting those guys a lot further along than a guy like Drake May.
Well, yeah. I mean, you used the third pick in the NFL draft on him.
Yeah. Yep.
You evaluated him, maybe not with the same focus that Jerry Jones apparently evaluates his players, based on the unfortunate Instagram Live that he was caught up in. But
I see every Jerry Jones story now in the context of Kraft seeing it and throwing something.
Well, he's pretty good at his evaluation when it comes to players. I mean,
some things I don't know why we needed to know.
He's very into the size of the foot.
I mean, it's big in football where they measure your hands and your wingspan.
But that's an old man thing, like having no idea that Jamie Foxx is going Instagram Live while you're talking. That's an unfortunate scenario.
That is true.
Well, Shannon Sharp ran into the same issue.
Greg, is it? To me, it's clear that there are separate demands from Gerard Mayo and the front office. Gerard Mayo is taxed with winning as much as possible as soon as he can. And Elliot Wolf is taxed with building a team that is headed towards playoffs, championship, all that. And Elliot Wolf wants there to be more patience, wants there to be more around Drake May, because Elliot Wolf's future is tied directly to the success or failure of the quarterback he chose at 3.
Yeah.
Whereas Gerard Mayo sees Jacoby Brissett and sees that he is totally incapable of elevating the players around him. So that's why after the game you have Gerard Mayo say everything's up in the air, we'll meet with the coaches, and then the next morning he acts like he never said that by saying that Jacoby's the quarterback, I'm behind him 100%.
But then why wouldn't Elliot Wolf, if he knows it's about putting the best things around Drake May, then put the best things around him? Like, why wouldn't you get an offensive lineman in free agency or maybe trade for somebody?
Because it's up to Robert Kraft, and Kraft is paying Bill Belichick $30 million to do nothing.
Well, he tried to when it came to at least one wide receiver weapon, which was Brandon Ayuk.
Right,
I mean,
what about
the player didn't want to come here or was just using you as leverage.
Right, but you had O-line issues. I give him credit for that, for going after Brandon Ayuk and be willing to spend the money. But why not say, okay, well, we need a wide receiver, but we also need help at the offensive line. Why not do that as well?
Yeah, that's weird.
And I don't really
unless Elliot Wolf wants them to lose games, so they end up with another great pick this year. I mean, I don't
think anybody coaches that way.
I'm not. He doesn't coach that way, but he might manage that way.
I don't think anybody. You think he's managing to lose?
He shouldn't have that job then.
I don't know.
But coming off the seasons that they just came off of, if that's his goal for this season, then that's embarrassing.
Well,